entering the season, both 60-1 to win the Super Bowl. It's the first Super Bowl in over 50 years between teams with those odds or longer. In terms of the coaches, Mike Macdonald in just his second season with the Hawks, Mike Vrabel his first with the Pats. It's the fourth Super Bowl with both coaches in their first two seasons, just the fourth time. And despite both of them, the quarterbacks being third overall picks, very different paths. Obviously, Drake May, second youngest quarterback to start a Super Bowl. Sam Darnold, his eighth season. Third quarterback to start a Super Bowl with his fifth team or later. SportsCenter is on the road from Santa Clara as Adam Schefter joins us now. So happy Super Bowl Sunday, Adam. We say that every year, first of all.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday, Hannah.
All right, let's talk about these quarterbacks, both dealing with injuries leading in the game. How healthy are they today?
Well, they're both off the injury report today, going into the game today, despite being on there during the week. Drake May had the shoulder injury that he suffered in the AFC Championship game against the Broncos, a full participant in practice last week. He was quick to show reporters that his arm could move well, moving it around. But here's the question. We'll see how he fares in a game like this, under these lights, in a spotlight like this. He's never been in a Super Bowl before. Sam Darnold also off the injury report, also a full participant in practice on Thursday and Friday, despite the oblique injury that limited him to a certain extent in the playoffs. Now, again, they were able to take away some of that pain, but he is going to start today. Drake May is going to start today. It's the Super Bowl, Hannah.
Right,
the injuries
exactly.
don't all measure up right now.
One of the reasons that Sam Darnold has done so well, had so much success with Seattle, that's his offensive coordinator, Klint Kubiak. I know he's been linked to the Raiders job, as you've been reporting. What more can you tell us?
Well, they'll get a deal done at some point after this game, and I would imagine that Klint Kubiak will be introduced as the head coach of the Raiders early this week at some point in time. He's made his intentions clear that he's expected to be hired by the Las Vegas Raiders after the Super Bowl. Had been talking to the Cardinals, talking to the Raiders. The Raiders have found their coach. It'll be Klint Kubiak. He has been focused on this game entirely, deflecting all questions about the Raiders' job until after this game. Once he gets through this game, they can go on to the business of finalizing the contract so he can assemble his staff and begin the process of getting ready for the draft in April and the number one pick expected to be Fernando Mendoza.
And the really cool thing is Gary Kubiak was head coach of the Broncos the last time the Super Bowl was played in that stadium right behind you and won. So that's kind of a cool full circle for the family. So earlier, Adam, when you were sitting on the set when we were interviewing Falcons quarterback Kirk Cousins, and we asked about his future, Matt Ryan, taking over the football operations. And he said he was keeping an open mind about his future. I know you have sort of a clarification about what that future may or not bring in regards to the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, Hannah, when he says he was keeping an open mind, I think he means about where he could play this upcoming season or if he wants to play this upcoming season. But the team absolutely is expected to release him before the start of the new league year, which will make him a free agent. And then Kirk Cousins will have to figure out, do I want to sign somewhere else with another team? Do I want to retire? Or do I want to go into television and continue working next to the great Hannah Storm? That'll be a decision that he has to make. As for George Pickens, the Dallas Cowboys are expected to use their franchise tag on the wide receiver who had the best season of his NFL career. The franchise tag is about $28 million. The Cowboys can apply it later this month through the first week in March, but they recognize that they don't want George Pickens to get away. And, of course, the Arizona Cardinals will be looking to trade Kyler Murray this offseason, just like the Dolphins will be looking to deal Tua Tagovailoa. The question is, can they find a team that is willing to take on at least a portion of the contracts that each player has? But in a perfect world, I think both teams would find trade partners for both quarterbacks. And the Super Bowl is the end of the regular season, postseason, and it really is the start of the offseason. And one of the big offseason questions will be what happens to Kyler Murray and Tua Tagovailoa and where they surface for the 2026 season.
Which means no real vacation for you, is what I hear you saying here, Adam.
Never.
Hey, listen, on behalf of Jay and myself, just thanks for being with us every Sunday here, guiding us through the regular season here on SportsCenter. It's been an absolute pleasure, my friend.
It has been my honor to be with you guys every single Sunday, and we will look forward to doing it again very soon.
Yeah, NFL Countdown coming your way. More Adam, top of the hour. Thanks. Jay?
All right, Hannah, more Super Bowl 60 talk. Damien Woody, Herm Edwards, back with us. Jackson Smith and Jigba has been balling, over 150 receiving yards in the NFC Championship. So, Damien, what do the Patriots need to do to prevent him from dominating this game?
I kind of look at his old Bill Belichick special, you know, where he looks at it. JSN is obviously the top receiver in the National Football League. Do you shadow him with Christian Gonzalez, the Patriots' #1 cornerback? Or do you take Carlton Davis and double him along with the safety to try to neutralize him? They move JSN all over the formation. Sometimes they put him in the backfield to try to get advantageous matchups. So it'll be interesting to see what the kind of cat and mouse game that both these coaches play to utilize JSN.
Got a call called Trap 11. And what that means, we're going to double number 11. We're going to take Gonzalez, put him on the #2 guy, and say, you're going to beat us with your third receiver. Because this guy, number 11, is not catching the ball. I'm taking him all the way out of the game. Okay. And put the pressure on Gonzalez to cover the #2 receiver and make your quarterback throw to the #3 guy.
Okay. Good luck with all that.
Yeah.
Because he's a pretty good player.
He is a pretty good player.
He's a really good player.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a really – and you guys have been really good. And I want to tell Hannah, thank you very much for allowing me to be with you this Sunday again, Hannah.
Oh, I love you.
Full admission, most of us are wearing thermals this morning as the sun will rise in about 25 minutes.
Is. No, yes. I'm not. I'm not. I am not. Somebody gave me these.
You got the king-size warmers. But the weather will be perfect.
got them right here, too.
For kickoff tonight, and that's all that matters. You know the squad is ready to go. Rex, Randy, Alex, and Teddy. We've got all angles of this thing covered. And, Alex, let's start with you. What are you watching for tonight?
Yeah, for me, a storyline I think that's going to loom large, and it kind of flew under the radar all year, is Drake May's athleticism. I mean, he only led the NFL in rushing. But, Randy, did you know Drake May, like yourself, had some high school basketball game in him? And let's take it back and check out the tape. Going to Myers Park, Randy. You don't know about that.
Charlotte, North Carolina, baby.
Drake May hooping here. Look at him with the little putback dunk. Making it look easy here. Maybe a nominee, Randy, for You Got Moss throwing it down. What's that translate to on the football field? And here we are in the playoffs against the Chargers. By the way, Jesse Minter, Mike McDonald went to the same school of defense. He will see a similar structure today. Lots of backs turns in the back end, and this guy can take off and make plays. Here we are ripping off a 40-yard run, and again, he's going to have to make some plays today to get the win.
Well, I tell you what, Alex, if he's going to be running with it, he better buckle that chin strap because this team right here is ferocious. And by the way, big hits change momentum of games faster than a turnover does. And you know who lays the wood more than any team in the league? The Seattle Seahawks. Watch for those big hits right there, and watch for them jumping all over the Patriots today.
Well, let's stay on the offensive side for Seattle, man. I want to know, what is the game plan for JSN? Hey, Mike Vrabel and this defense will have something, but Sam Darnold and this young man has been cooking all season. 2 touchdowns in the postseason. But I want to see this matchup right here, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Gonzalez, the cornerback for the New England Patriots. One thing about it, if he goes to the bathroom, hey, Christian Gonzalez, you better be in his back pocket. It's going down.
All right, Moss, I'm going to stay on the defensive side of the ball because you know I like watching that linebacker Robert Spillane, but Kayvon Chason, he has been making plays in the playoffs along with Milton Williams for the New England Patriots. That defensive front is going to have to come up big in getting to Sam Darnold, Milton Williams, Kayvon Chason. They're going to lead the way.
We have a 4-hour special coming your way starting at the top of the hour. We'll have this game covered from every possible angle. Jason Kelsey will be with us for plenty of conversation as well. Live here at the stadium. Sun's going to come up in about 15 minutes. We will also have one-on-ones with both quarterbacks leading into this game. Plus, Teddy sat down with Mike Vrabel. We have a story you will not want to miss about a local legend, John Beam, that I promise will be the one thing you remember throughout the rest of this day. And, of course, for one last time this season, our 3 favorite words, You Got Moss. All that and more on the way. Top of the hour, but now back to Hannah and Jay in frigid Bristol, Connecticut.
I agree. Yes.
We said it at the top of the show. Sam Darnold is one win from erasing the ghosts of the past for good. His story has been well chronicled, from third overall pick by the Jets in the 2018 draft to NFL journeyman suiting up for 5 teams. But for him, that 5th team has been the charm, as Darnold is one game away from leading Seattle to a title. What a crazy ride it's been. Here's Jeff Darlington.
They called Sam Darnold the future before he ever became the present.
With the 3rd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sam Darnold, quarterback, USC.
Part of a 2018 draft class built for highlight reels and headlines, Darnold arrived carrying expectations, and expectations don't wait.
Picked off again, and another interception. On a night Darnold will want to never recall.
Sam Darnold needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. He needs to be deprogrammed.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Exactly.
I absolutely believe my best days are ahead, and I'm just going to continue to put that work in to be able to get better and improve.
Traded from New York to Carolina, the reset never really reset. While 2 other players picked after him in the same draft class, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, were now thriving.
You go to Carolina and you're washed out again. Usually dudes like that, they don't get another opportunity to be a starting quarterback in the National Football League.
But then, quietly, something shifted. In March 2023, Darnold signed a 1-year deal with the 49ers. No spotlight, no promises. He just learned. A year later, the Vikings offered something he'd never had before: structure and weapons.
Under a lot of pressure, how'd you get away from that? Now he throws deep. Caught Jefferson from Sam Darnold.
But the end in Minnesota still left Darnold's search for success and stability falling short.
He's playing like a franchise quarterback right now, and I know they got decisions to make with J.J. McCarthy. Sam Darnold will be my quarterback of the future if I was the Minnesota Vikings.
Breaking news on SportsCenter.
Sam Darnold off to Seattle.
Gonna let it fly.